Welcome back once again to our Loosey Goosey show. Big Daddy's in the house this week, so we got to welcome him back. And,
did you miss me?
Yeah, of course,
man.
We
did.
Oh,
yeah. I saw the show. You guys.
You're hard to miss.
Show. That's true.
With an arrow
You're not wearing your Acton dinner jacket.
Yeah, it's
but
warm in here. It is warm in here. It's behind me.
Courtesy of JV Clothing,
yes,
the Acton dinner jacket.
It was quite nice, actually, when I was at the farmer's market. That picture you guys liked of mine, it was quite nice to have that in the car because they're very warm.
Yeah.
So
that was a nice picture.
It was cool that day.
That was an awesome photo.
You looked really happy in that picture.
I was in a happy place. I'm standing by a bunch of musical instruments, man. It can't be all bad. It's like when I'm in here.
That's right.
This is my zone. I started with another band last night, too.
The Aaron Fair's on this weekend.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, Sue Hansford,
the
one and only Sue Hansford, is going to the Demolition Derby on Monday morning.
I used to MC that every year. I did that for 5 years. It was great, man. The energy there was insane.
I can't wait to get ours back.
Yeah.
You know? But Aaron is the largest in the area anyway, and I'm sure many of us...
It's going to be downsized quite, though. It's going to be quite the downsize. No beer tent.
At least they're having it still live.
Yeah. They're doing a lot of, the agricultural contests and stuff will be going on, so that's cool.
Wonderful time of year.
Good thing, because with all these things going on, we've got quite a few stories to talk about with this whole COVID crap going on. But we do want to welcome our sponsor this week, and it's the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce, which is a nonprofit organization committed to helping local businesses, and something we've always talked about here on the station and on the video and the vlog. They're aware that the last 18 months have been incredibly challenging for many, and it sounds like with the story we're going to talk about later, it's going to be challenging for more. As a voice of business in Halton Hills, they continue to advocate for business needs, provide resources, and encourage consumers to shop right here in Halton Hills. Our shop logo. We are thrilled to announce the launch of a new Shop Local program called Shop the Hills. You can hashtag it and Shop the Hills, thanks to funding from both the Ontario government and the government of Canada. And it's been distributed throughout all the chambers of commerce throughout Ontario. So promoting shop in your hometown.
That's what I've been...
I don't even live here anymore. And guess what?
You still come back here.
I spend the afternoon doing my running, and then I come.
Yeah, and I shop at different places in town. Different restaurants. I don't just go to one. Same with I'll go to Main Mart one day, or I'll go to Acton Variety the next. Wherever I am, I go, and I, when I go to Toronto, sometimes I might grab a Wendy's. Hint, hint. But apart from that, I shop local.
No, we always try to do that here, and that you can't get a Wendy's here, so you do got to go out of town.
We did have a Wendy's at one time.
2 minutes from my house.
Oh, lovely!
Stop it.
So once again, you can check out hashtag Shop the Hills on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff, and we want to get you out shopping locally in our stores, in our restaurants, and now that being said, there's a story coming up about that, so keep
we're brought to you, of course, by Max Tires at 905-873-9255, 61 Guelph Street in downtown Georgetown. They have the lowest prices on tires. They have licensed mechanics. They have smudge. They have, and it's a great gang of people that work there.
Busy
a
place.
lot of fun, and. But now, I guess, they have the lowest tires, and people in Southern Ontario from Brampton will drive to Max Tires and from all over because we have the lowest prices. And ask Sean to show you. He'll show you, and you've got a deal. So Max Tires and Auto Sales in downtown Georgetown.
61 Wall Street.
And don't you forget it. And I guess I'll lead off with the headlines. And one more thing I want to say is, I don't know if it's time to really get into snows yet or not. I mean, maybe give it a couple of weeks.
It's a bit early
for Max Tires. I'd give it a couple of weeks and then start thinking about, because they're going to be busy.
Who knows? But even if we don't get the snow, when everybody leaves it to the last minute, you can't get in for 2 weeks.
Well, that's
as Mr. Media, we were talking off the air. As Mr. Media here, Big Daddy knows everything that's going on because I have to report on it. And I can tell you, it's going to be 3 degrees with drizzle in Iqaluit tomorrow. And we got Jason Dickinson. We're going to talk about him soon. Let's have a look at the main headlines from Friday. 26 new COVID cases reported across the region. 10 in Milton. 6 in Burlington, 5 in Oakville, and 5 in Halton Hills.
Wow.
So
That's a bit higher
maybe
than
it
I
has
expected.
something to do with the school closure,
Could be.
which I'll tell you about in a moment. New COVID report in Georgetown School. It's closed the classroom at St. Bridget, Georgetown South. That's from the Catholic School Board, so that's probably where the numbers came from. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, affordable housing proposal.
There's an oxymoron.
17 Guelph Street, where you guys used to have your re-bicycling.
road.
Yes, and they're going to turn it into 14 units. It's being donated by the town, the property, and then the region's going to kick in some funds. And 14, well, it's a good start. It's a good start. And, the fact that the town has donated the land, way to go.
Step in the right direction,
that's right.
for sure.
And
the town's been good.
yeah.
They donated that. We paid almost nothing for the time we were there.
and a few headlines here today. Rising insurance rates are creating what Mayor Rick Bonnett called an unfair burden on taxpayers. And liability premiums, insurance premiums, have gone through the roof, apparently.
Yeah.
And you know what Mayor Rick did? He went over to his desk and he wrote a letter to the Premier.
Good.
So we'll hear what happens with that.
Good. We need regulation on fuel, insurance, cell phones. There are so many things we need regulation on, and insurance is one of the key ones. It is absolutely absurd what they get away with doing here in Canada. The rest of the world is not treated this way.
No. And as I was mentioning, Jason Dickinson, who is a member of the Vancouver Canucks now.
Used to be with Dallas, right?
Used to be with Dallas. We can't cheer for Dallas anymore. We'll have to be Canucks fans.
That's-
Leaf fans first, of course, but then
That's
Canucks
fine
fans.
with me, as long as it's on this side of the border.
He was in an interview with the CBC, and we've linked it up on our pages, on our Facebook pages. And he was interviewed about taking a knee during the national anthem recently.
Oh.
And he's a good kid.
Our national anthem or the American one?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look more into
yeah,
that.
we'll have to check on that.
But we'll be following Jason and other members of our community who are playing in the NHL this season.
Yep.
And, of course...
Finally seem to have a decent season coming back. They're allowing some fans in. As long as you can prove vaccination, you can get in. So that's cool. It's nice to see fans back in the seats again. It's good to hear them, the real cheering, not that fake stuff that, you know, like a laugh track, a cheer track.
Sounds like the top 40 timeline.
Yeah,
your
timeline's better than that one. I got to tell you that used to drive me absolutely
Do you remember
crazy.
in the old days when they were trying to teach the Americans how to watch hockey, eh? And they put little circles around the puck.
The blue streak.
Yeah, the blue streaks. I drove Canadians nuts. We couldn't watch that stuff.
And I was traveling in the States when they did that.
Yeah.
And so I was down in the States a lot, and they'd have it on, and I'd be like, "Oh, turn this off, man. This is." Guys would be like, "Oh, I love it."
That was the same time. That was a weird time in broadcasting. That's when they had the naked news, which I applied for, but they never got back to me.
Yeah. They didn't want you for the overnight shit?
No, not even the overnight.
Like everybody else, the town of Halton Hills is joining other municipalities in implementing a staff vaccination policy. We talked about this last week. Effective October 11th, employees are required to show proof of having received a double vaccination against COVID-19. Staff who remain unvaccinated as of October 18th, 2021, regardless of the reason, must submit a negative COVID-19 test before entering the workplace. Staff must also participate in a vaccine education session unless they receive an accommodation or an exemption otherwise from being vaccinated under the Ontario Human Rights Act, in which case they will only have to comply with the testing. But having to test, like, do they got to test every day?
I don't think so. But that starts this week, doesn't it? Coming
the
up.
18th next week. Yeah.
No, it's the 11th, isn't it? Or the 18th?
Effective October 11th. Yeah.
So it comes in. So anyone.
So between the 11th and the 18th, basically.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they got until the 18th.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's to me, it's just and.
Now we're gonna lead into a story, and we're gonna bring Manny's comments here in a minute, which you'll do. I'll lead you into the story. Provincial offences of officers dropped into Halton businesses over the last few days as part of the vaccine passport education blitz. According to Halton Region, the officers will be visiting our local businesses that are impacted by Ontario's proof of vaccination requirements from Tuesday until Thursday. They did it this last week to educate employers and staff on the subject. Will be going place to place, I guess, to ensure COVID-19 safety requirements are being followed properly. And it goes on here with a quote from our regional chair, Gary Carr, and then I'll lead it into you. I would like to thank the Halton business community for supporting Ontario's proof of vaccination requirements and all that they have done over the past 18 months to keep employees and customers safe, mentioned Regional Chair Gary Carr. And then Lee Lakin, our Ace Cub reporter here, had a message on his phone from a certain Manny.
A local business in Georgetown, the Appalachian, and I've been in there. They've been very diligent with their protocols and making sure and screening everybody. But they'd been fine today. The officers have been around the Halton Hills area. This was not new news to anybody. But they were fine today for some, what I call some very minor, stupid infractions. They didn't have a capacity sign on their door, and they didn't have the COVID vaccination rules posted on their door. Now, like I said, I've been into this establishment. The staff has done a diligent job of tracking, checking everybody. They've turned customers away because they have not had their double vaccinations. So they're actually turning paying customers away because they're not double vaccinated. So to me, these people have done what they're supposed to do. There's been no training for restaurants or businesses for that matter. They have put the onus and the responsibility on these businesses, and then now are going to fine them when they've already been hit for the last 2 years.
And they're not having a difficult time already, right?
Like they're not struggling enough to pay their bills and get their their overhead
There's
covered.
There's something wrong about all this.
People, we have to wake up.
As I said last week.
Our government is screwing us over. We just talked about it with insurance rates. We used to have a government in place that governed the insurance companies to make sure that they did not screw Canadians. Same with the CRTC that does nothing. Same with all kinds of these organizations.
They've been mad at me a few times.
Oh, they hate me, and this is why I love the internet. 2, we've got fuel prices, non-regulated fuel prices. We pay stupid fuel prices. BC is just out of control. Cell phone rates. We're the highest cell phone rates in the world.
Wow.
People in Singapore living in shack huts can get better cell phone rates than we can.
Wow.
So there is no regulatory on any of this stuff, and this is our day-to-day stuff that we use in this country. Same with Kathleen Wynne selling hydro. There's no regulatory government to say to hydro, you can't charge that much money. Canadians can't afford it. And this is what's happening now to our restaurants and our businesses, people. It is now affecting our small businesses here in town, and we need to really, really wake up and smell the coffee here. What they're doing is not working.
Let's look at Manny's life at the Appalachian over the last 2 years.
One of the last places for live music in town.
This guy has spent a lot of money keeping his operation open. Yep. He cares about his community. He's a very nice guy. He's a good businessman. He wants to be there for the community. And I know I'm banging the desk, but I'm pissed.
I know.
And
just really echoes through the place.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, he's gone through hardship.
Yeah.
Why the hell does someone have the right to march into his establishment, his business, that he's worked so hard for, and slap us? Why can't we have a couple of warnings? Okay. Now, I'm sure Manny and probably every other restaurant out there, they don't know what they're supposed to do. Okay?
Because your rules are wishy-washy.
Yeah, and that's not the way to do it, to slap a fine on some poor person that's working their buns off trying to make things go after a kick in the you-know-what.
They definitely have been doing that.
And to top it off,
wow,
the guy, Manny did mention that the guy was actually very rude, abrupt to him, didn't care, and just fined him.
Oh, that's just...
To me, this is a cash grab. They need some money to get back into the government because of CERB and all this stuff that they ended up doing. and screwing themselves. So yeah, people, it is time for us to wake up and stop being so, oh, I'm so sorry, and I'm so complacent. Stop being these people. We're Canadians. Be proud and stand up for the rest of the Canadians that are getting screwed over.
Just
big
think
time.
of the whole world as a hockey game, and let's go.
Yeah. Let's put the gear and the skates on, and let's go. Yeah. So, yeah, rant over, but
no,
yeah,
it's we're both. Fair. I mean, you can tell we're both upset.
Yeah,
it's
I
mean that's
that
ridiculous.
Point, though, really, honestly, in so many different ways. As bad as COVID has been, in some ways, it's been a blessing because it brought things to a head that need to be addressed.
Well,
Not everything, but there are things that have needed for years.
We're getting screwed,
and it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Well, it always gets worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
I can't see it getting better.
It's at the point now where exactly what you said, Lee. Enough.
Our
rights are our rights.
Yeah.
And we need to stand up for knowing what we want. Martial law.
Yeah. Stop. My favorite one is everybody don't do your taxes next year. Yeah. Everybody. And it has to be everybody. You can't just have people going, oh, we can't do that.
It has to be unified.
You have to do that unified. You have to do that unified. You do that 1 year, and believe me, they will wake up and smell the Java. I can tell you that because what are they going to do? You know, so it's just, to me, it's I don't know. Unfortunately, as Canadians, we've let it get to this point.
We have.
We've let it because we're so complacent. You look at some of these riots in the States. Now, don't get me wrong. The Capitol Hill thing was stupid. That was over the top. That's not what I'm calling for, and I would never call for that. But there has to be a way that we need to get this government to wake up and just, God, how stupid are you people? You are educated people making the stupidest decisions for your countrymen, and now we're the ones paying for it. So.
And you say one thing and you do something else, like Trudeau.
The guy's so full of shit, his eyes are full, just blowing it out.
He went to Tofino when he was invited by the First Nations to go to a very important ceremony. He totally ignored it, didn't even answer the invitation. So why, Mr. Trudeau, are you telling us to do this, that, and the other when you guys aren't following along with the... And you know what? You should have been there. You should have been there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I was
you showed your true.
That's a whole other show.
You showed your true colors there, Mike.
But anyway, let's carry on with some. This isn't lighter stuff. This is more COVID crap. A 7-week outbreak at Hampton Terrace, the long-term care home in Burlington, has been declared closed by Halton Region as of Thursday, so it's over there for the seniors. The outbreak, which was posted on August the 18th, had resulted in 34 cases, including 28 residents, and sadly a couple of deaths. We lost a couple of residents in Halton. With the outbreak over, there are no current ongoing outbreaks or long-term care retirement homes inside Halton Region, which is good news.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're, I mean, you look at the numbers of people getting infected now, it's most of them, 70-75% are under 40. So at our age group, we're antisocial anyway. We just stay home and watch the Blue Jays.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm not. No, she's not. She's not anywhere near our age.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're not totally.
But the older people don't hang out with each other as much as the younger people. So you're going to get that. Right?
We talk to our people on our microphones. That's what.
That's right. So. But and I'm not blaming the young people. It's just that their lifestyles are slightly more. Well, they want to be out.
They have a life? Really?
They have a life. They go to restaurants and eat and things, and we sit at home and in our underwear watching the Blue Jays and
eating Cheetos.
And hoping nobody knocks on the door. You know what I mean? It's like, leave me alone. I'm old. Oh, stop it.
Get off my lawn.
Like Sue and I, my wonderful roommate, we talk about news stories every day. I get up about 2 o'clock, and we'll talk about all the news stories, and we'll compare medication side effects of medications. You're getting old when? Well, what's wrong with you today? Well, But anyway, is it your story or mine?
The reality of getting old. Yes, it's mine.
Sure.
So here's an interesting story, and it took me a couple of times to read it to figure out because I was getting mad at it. The Halton District School Board is asking families to reinforce technology use with their children following students posting social media videos of vandalizing schools and our schools. The revelation was put forth in a notification to families on Friday, October 1st, called Irresponsible Social Media Challenge, as the board requested support in reinforcing some important messages with your children about using technology, responsibility, and adhering to the HBSB Code of Conduct. It has surfaced that a challenge called Slap a Teacher
I'm not laughing.
is trending on social media platform TikTok, and the board had mentioned this at its last meeting. So, yeah, like
slap a teacher.
But
what is that?
What
you go up and slap a teacher and you get points or something?
What do you expect when you're enforcing them to use technology? They're going to use technology and they're going to do stupid shit.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
That's just, I didn't have social, but I still did a lot of stupid shit. So, what do you expect? Like, I don't know. It just to me is, oh yeah. Once again, there's a slap a teacher. What the heck is that?
That's crazy.
I don't get it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm too old or something.
And teachers shouldn't be put in that position.
No.
Either.
Never.
It's ridiculous. Don't go around hitting people. So, yes, come on. This isn't Animal House, the movie. Well, in some areas it might be, I guess.
There might be points there.
Okay, Henry Thomas Shepard.
Yes,
You know
I
who he
love
was?
this story. I love
You know
this.
who he was? He was
Yes.
Georgetown's first black fire chief, a position he gained after being a longtime member of our volunteer fire brigade. Halton Hills recognized and also paid tribute to an important part of our heritage last Saturday after renaming the park on Dayfoot Drive in honor of Henry Thomas Shepard. Shepard was also a founding member of the Georgetown Legion back in the day.
That's right.
As Mel, they lived at a time when the color of your skin was the sole measure of your worth.
Yeah.
The Shepards faced obstacles and barriers that I could never even begin to name, yet they thrived. This is all said by Melissa King, who's Shepard's great-granddaughter.
Cool.
She must be very proud of them. The measure of their worth is the legacy and strength that they carved out for future generations. So it's now the Henry Thomas Shepard Park on Dayfoot.
That's very cool.
And that's very cool.
Yeah, I saw some of the pictures. It looked really cool.
Yeah, the mayor had his what do you call that thing? What do you call that thing he puts
Life
around
jacket?
him? No. He's a mayor. He puts it around him.
A sash?
It's like a band.
It's not going on Fairy Lake.
Yeah, like a sash or
A sash, is it?
something like that.
I feel like a dummy. I don't know
Banner,
what it's
I don't
called.
know.
Mayor Rick, can you let me know what that thing's called around your neck? Thank you very much. But we love having fun with our mayor. You know?
Yeah.
Sherry,
He's such a great
Sherry,
guy.
I think it was Sherry that said that to me.
Yeah.
I've run into him like the last couple of weeks. I've run into him like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom.
We
boom,
should try and get him on the show, you know.
Sure, I think he'd love to come on.
I think we'd get into that'd probably want to be one of our best shows we've ever done. All right.
Probably. Town of Halton Hills and the Halton Hills Public Library are pleased to launch their revitalized Newcomer Resources Program. As a newcomer to the area, Halton Hills offers a number of great resources and services in various languages to help you settle into your new home here in Halton Hills. Visit the Halton Hills Public Library and grab your welcome package and the library card to discover free resources that are available to you and your family locally here in town. Beautiful new library in Acton. I love what they did there.
Yeah.
It used to be so dark inside. It used to be really dark inside. Now it's
lightened up.
Bright, very bright, very,
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you're new to Halton Hills or new to our great nation, this vibrant community offers you a place to live, connect, thrive, meet, work, discover endless possibilities, and shop local.
There you go. Don't forget to do that. And
See how I
you
fit
and I
that
are
in there? See how I fit that in there?
you and I are both hockey fans. And
No, you
What-
never know that.
do you know how many days our Georgetown
Oh.
Raiders were off?
I'm going to
Grid?
say it's over 500.
587 days.
Wow.
The Georgetown Raiders, and I just drove me nuts because I'm
Yeah,
used
you
to
were
covering.
going. You were going.
It's like I always look for the Raiders score on Saturday nights when I'm doing my stuff in the studio, and 587
That's
days.
a lot,
And we're
yeah.
so glad
Yeah.
that the boys are
I was
back.
happy to hear that.
And not only are they back, they're 2-0 out of the
Right.
gate, my
Right
son.
on.
2-0. Raiders are finally back at home at the Moldmasters Sportsplex. They've begun the season 2-0 with victories against Markham. They smacked Markham. The Royals 9-2. And that was at
that's
Mold
a
Masters on
smacking.
Saturday night. And then we doubled up on Brantford at the, they call it the Gretzky Center or something, in the 99ers.
99ers.
That's a neat name for the team, eh?
Yeah.
Great tribute to Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We fixed your clock 4-2. And then they're playing the Coburg Cougars on Saturday night. So come on, guys, get out and watch hockey.
You can get out and actually watch live hockey now.
That's right, and it's awesome, and it's back, and we're going to go 3-0 against the Coburg Cougars.
Sweet.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah, I knew when I saw they were coming back. That was the first thing I thought of was you. I was like, oh, he's going to be so happy.
And 5 minutes after the game is over, you've got it on all of our platforms, because I'll put that up there immediately. So it doesn't matter if you're a member of Halton Hills Online or Events and Information or the Tell and Sell, it'll all be up there. And by the way, yes, I am posting another funnies on the Tell and Sell tonight. You and I were talking about that.
You should send it to me and have me put it up, because more people will see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't it been?
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
Yes. Well, we'll tell you what we've been doing, because, I love to tell and sell, and I'm getting involved with stuff now. And hello to Potsy Upholstery, by the way. Nice to talk to you on Facebook. Never mind. Yeah, interesting guy. But you know what? His
Watching
his what do you call it? His ratings are very high for what he does. Apparently, he's one of the best in Canada. But that's a message for you, Potsy. We gave you a plug and said you were the best in Canada, and I'll leave it at that. But anyway, we post on the Tell and Sells, and our funnies of the night, and I go through, and I take time to do it. I'll go back 5 years every time, each night, and we're in 1981 now, so something funny from 1981. Just to mix it up, because it's, when you're putting funny stuff up on social media, you have to remember you're dealing with everybody.
Well, yeah.
Just like playing music on community radio, you have to deal with everybody. So I'm going back 5 years, and I'm really having a fun time. We've put a lot of John Candy up there, stuff that makes you laugh. Seinfeld, just little bits. Give your hometown a couple of minutes, and we'll make you smile. Because there's too much bullshit going on, and too much.
Bullshit's a good word for it, because it's now starting to get that way. Because again,
I have some better choice words. Again, that's another.
And of course, we'd like to say thank you to Leah and Katie Downs for taking care of, for babysitting our Tell and Sells. And there's lots of wonderful people on there, but there's a few people that get out of hand sometimes. Yeah, sometimes be polite, Have some fun. There's nothing wrong with laughing and joking around.
Why go through life angry, man?
Don't attack people. If you got nothing good to say, don't say anything. Just join along. Just go by.
Exactly.
If you're walking down the street and there's dog shit, you're not going to walk through it. You'll walk around it, and that's what you do. And that's basically what it is. And by the way, shit on this show isn't swearing, because
I said a few choice words last week. So.
Yeah. We're not pulling any punches. When we swear, we're upset about something or feel strongly about a topic. So anyway, so there's lots of things going on this week. It was
you've got this month. You've got Thanksgiving, obviously this weekend, and then we've got Halloween coming up around the corner. Yeah. And Ontario can go ahead with trick or treating and don't need face coverings or masks. If you plan on getting together with fully vaccinated people indoors of 25 or less, same to do with Thanksgiving. Ontario's top doctor mentioned Thursday, Dr. Kieran Moore, Ontario's chief medical officer of health, said celebrating indoors and unmasked with fully vaccinated group of people is absolutely appropriate. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend in Halton Hills.
There you go.
So now you got to make sure everybody in your home is vaccinated and do the screening as well. So are they going to charge them if they're not? Because you've let an unvaccinated person into your home, so now a person in their home is going to get, that person with a home is going to get charged? These rules are just absolutely bleeping stupid.
Well, Manny didn't say how much he was charged.
No, and I don't want to know. And
nobody else's
that's none of my business. And
but
he said it was a huge fine.
Yes.
So I have to take that at face value. That it's a substantial fine.
We can tell you this about the Appalachian. They have a wonderful turkey. I don't know if this will be up by. It'll be up by Sunday, right? This is the video. Manny at the Appalachian's got a wonderful deal on turkey dinner with all the trimmings for $52
with his chef Manny cooking it.
Yes, and and the St. George, I think have the same deal.
I think they're doing the same thing. Yeah.
So get out and give Manny back some of the ridiculous money he had to give away. And this really is
money on top of that.
So I mean, this has turned into an ad for Manny because I'm totally pissed at that story, and I think we should promote the fact that he's got a great turkey deal.
Well, again, like I said, I didn't get a chance to touch on this either. Really, he's one of the only live music venues we have in the area that's active right now. Yeah. Years ago we already lost the Gibbs, so that's out the door. So where are you going to go to see good live music? They had a great Sunday jam there. That was dynamite. You're talking some of the players that are coming out with this jam are outstanding players.
Who was the guy in the big cowboy hat when I came in to play?
Sean Wilson.
Sean Wilson, yeah.
Great guitar player. Love jamming with Sean. Yeah. He's been to the garage quite a few times. And again, where are you going to see live music right now? You're not seeing it everywhere. You're seeing duo acts, with acoustic guitar out on the patio or something, but you're not seeing a live band play. And, the amount Manny puts out there, he usually has a live act on Friday night and Saturday night, and then does a jam on Sunday. Now, he might not be able to afford to do this because of these bullshit rules that the government's empowered on whoever. And it's like you said, instead of going in and saying, hey, this is what you need to do to comply, no, they're just fining them. They're not giving them a warning.
Yeah, totally.
So,
all right, let's get into lighter stuff.
Actually, this one too, this has been on debate for a long time, eh? It's now official. Our local residents will soon be allowed to raise chickens in their backyard. It was an 8-3 vote on Monday evening as Halton Hills Council have approved the keeping of chickens within the urban areas of town, with 4 Councillor Ann Lawler, Bob Inglis, and Brian Lewis were not in agreement to this new thing coming in. I think Leah's busting a gut over there. This makes us in Halton Hills the first municipality in the region to allow backyard chickens. Town staff expect to have licensing and registration program up and running by the second quarter of next year. And in the meantime, the municipality will freeze enforcement on those who already have urban hens. Welcome to Halton Hills. You got some free-range eggs, baby.
Well, all we need now is foghorn leghorn, my son.
I say.
That's a good idea.
Well, let's go get that stupid dog over there.
Who was it that didn't like it? All right.
Oh, that was Bottom Pig.
I think it was
Bob or Brian Lewis.
Brian Lewis, Bob Inglis, and Ann Lawler were not amused.
We're against it.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, are we going to run out and get some chickens?
I don't know. That would be priceless. I come home and do that. It'd be interesting to see my look on my neighbor's face.
Yeah. Pot-bellied pigs we should allow. You know what I mean? There was a story about that about 5 or 10 years ago.
Somebody was trying to get it.
Somebody was trying to get a pot-bellied pig, and they actually had a meeting at the council on it.
Yeah.
I think they voted it down.
I think so.
But I like pot-bellied
pigs. Remember Glen Lawson Road on the twisty bends? There used to be chickens on the road there all the time. That family
they're still there, aren't they? The chickens on the corner?
No, somebody bought the house.
Oh,
there's new owners in there now. Yeah.
Oh, the whole area.
And there's all these houses.
You go down Third Line. There's no houses anymore. Down here in the bottom by the quarry, they're gone. Quarry took them out. They're done. They're dust.
Yeah.
They're working. Are they working on this side now? They were working on the other side.
Then now they're back over again.
That's pretty creepy on the 22nd side road, between Highway 20 or Regional Road 25 and 4th Line.
Yeah.
And you see those great big turkey vultures in there.
Yeah.
And on a misty morning, and it's dark, and it's like wow. And those things. They're about the same height as her.
Leave that for Halloween.
These turkey vultures have got to be standing this high.
Oh, yeah, they're not tiny.
Oh,
and they live on that hill, and that's their hill, and it's like, oh.
He'll take
Yeah,
it.
you wouldn't want to be walking through there with a whole group of them, because I dare think what they would do if you were on your own trying to walk through there.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
They're the size of a small child.
Oh
for
God,
God's
yeah.
sakes.
They take it, small child, and carry it away.
Yes, exactly.
Watch your
All right.
watch your little dogs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Don't forget, Bill Smith is on Saturday night, 8 to midnight,
Right.
On Halton Hills Online, brought to you by The Symposium. All new music, non-stop, commercial-free.
He does such a great job.
Absolutely.
I've checked it out a few times.
And Bill is a top blogger and music guy.
Yeah, he's got a lot of listeners too.
And we were very happy to see him. And of course, Radio GTA and FM 108.ca. In a couple of weeks, we'll be going as national radio stations. We're going to market it a little bit differently and add some more music to the programming. So, so we got some good things going on. I think we're just about done.
Lots of good things going on, always. Especially,
happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, big happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. Hopefully you get to be with your family and your friends and enjoy some turkey. I'm dying for some turkey, man. I've missed turkey. I love it.
I could eat turkey all year round.
And the good thing is Monday I get to sleep in, so I can eat a bunch of turkey Sunday night and then sleep in Monday. So that's
right. Saturday's my birthday. So
big happy birthday to Big Daddy.
There you go. It's my birthday.
Tomorrow, Saturday's his birthday. So
another year young.
Happy birthday to me and Sue Hansford, my roommate. Same day, October 9th.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, what are the chances of that, eh?
I have no idea. 365 to 1, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
But we were born on the same day. Well, she's a little bit older than I am. I'm not going to say how old she is, but
not much, but
it's kind of unique because it's my birthday. I have to buy somebody a present.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I guess you can't re-gift something.
No, she'd know right away. She even knows where the knives go in the knife and fork drawer. Hey, for God forbid if I put it in the wrong place, I'll hear about it.
I love her.
I love her. Happy birthday to her.
Yeah.
And
Leah'd be like that too if she'd be on top of you too. Anyway,
You know all my places. It's always anal.
Today's show brought to you by again the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce has a great new promotion going on. The hashtag Shop the Hills. Thanks to the funding from the Government of Canada and the Ontario government, they can promote local shopping. Shop local. Support your restaurants as much as you can. Places like the Appalachian that are getting hit with these crazy fines. And I guarantee you in the next couple of days, because these officers are running around Halton Hills right now, you're going to see some other businesses that are going to be getting hit with these fines.
Well, they probably already have.
We just haven't heard yet and whatnot. It just happens that I'm personal friends with with Manny. So, I got the message right away, and absolutely every reason to be upset, and I totally agree.
It's a good warning for those businesses around here that aren't aware that if there's certain notices posted, be forewarned now.
Absolutely, and if nothing else, we can warn a few of you people. Go online and find out what these bylaws are that supposedly exist. You've got to have this signage and whatever out there. So is everybody contact tracing? Is everybody?
There should be a warning. There should be no fine.
Yeah.
Warning. You're doing it wrong. Look, this is what you're doing wrong. You've been warned.
Sit there and fine right away is just absolutely, ludicrous. But,
money grab.
The Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce is a great non-profit local organization, and shop local. Hashtag shop local.
And Max Tires, of course. 905-873-9255. Lowest prices on tires. Start thinking about getting your snows on. Maybe
Just
now, maybe in a
about
couple of weeks, depending on what you want to do. But you should start thinking about it. And they have licensed mechanics as well, of course, and Smudge and the whole gang. And hello to Fred's Towing, of course, is always an easy taxi. Fred's, you see the guys on the side of the road, slow down. Give them some room.
Always give them some room.
Because they're out there working dangerous situations. That's it for yours truly.
Beautiful.
You know what? Community is driven by community. You navigate and
we drive.
There you go.
Because he hasn't done that in a while. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week right here on our Loosey Goosey show. Big Daddy Russ Horton. I'm Lee Lakin for Leah Lywood. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend.